Eurostat statistic web page, and there's interesting table. Death rate to suicide by sex, standardized death rate by 100,000 inhabitants, death rate of population adjusted to a standard age distribution. So we have there sex, total sex, both sexes, men and women. European Union, 28 countries. Last statistic is from 2015, so an average European countries is 10.9 people suicide, an average man and woman, both of them. And let's see what is statistic. Belgium is 16.85, Bulgaria 9.33, Czechia 13.24, Denmark 10.21, Germany 11.67, Estonia. Now we start Eastern Europe. Actually, Estonia is Northern Europe, but for the Western Europe people is like Eastern Europe. So it's like significantly rising from Germany. Estonia is 15.89. Ireland, which is actually 9.59, and highest rate was in 2012, and from 2012 it started falling down. 2013 was 11.14, 2014 was 11.03, and in 2015 it's 9.59. So you can see other countries like, for example, Croatia. Croatia suicide is rising. Italy is chill country. Not many people, only 6 people per 100,000 people suicide. Cyprus 445 is quite low. And then another Eastern European country, Latvia, is 19.34 suicides. And now we have my home country, Lithuania, which is Lithuania, and see, Latvia is 19 with 0.34, which is quite high, and the Lithuania next country is our neighbor. Latvia is our neighbor country, Lithuania neighbors, and we see the statistic is actually shocking. Highest rate was in 2013, is 36.12 suicides per 100,000 people. It's little bit falling down, and 2015 it was 30.28 suicides per 100,000. So 100,000. If in Lithuania there is 2.8 million, we have to multiply this by 28,000. So if we have 30.28 multiply 28 times, it's 847 people suicide every year. I mean in 2015, because we don't have statistic for 2016 or 17 or 18. So continue. As you see, other countries not too bad. Other Western countries not too bad. Iceland 13, Liechtenstein is only 2.49. I think this is lowest rate of suicide. Cyprus, as I mentioned before, is quite low. And now we choose to see how different sexes commit to suicide. We choose now males, and now we have table with the male suicide, which is average is 17.85, and again now it's different numbers. Like for example, we take Ireland. Ireland is 15.38 suicide. As you can see, it's falling quite rapidly. Suicides from 2013 was 18.1 suicide, 2014 was 18.36, and in 2015 was 15.38 suicides of male suicides per 100,000 inhabitants. Greece is quite low, 787. Spain is financial crisis, that's why it's quite high, 1193. France, Croatia, 29. Italy, 10. Cyprus, 7. And now we have most famous countries for suicide rates. We have Latvia, 35.5 males suicide per 100,000 inhabitants. And next country is Lithuania, which is leading country in the suicide rates. It's 56.25 males per 100,000 inhabitants. But actually this number is falling. Highest number was in 2013, 66.31. So if we take, for example, compare Ireland to Lithuania, we can see that, let's just count some, 56.25, 1538, that Lithuania is 3.65 times higher suicide rate. And Lithuania is the highest suicide rate in Europe. Other countries standing nowhere near. Estonia is 29.85. Croatia 29. Oh, we have Latvia. Latvia 35. Poland 26 only. So Lithuania is double suicide rate, and in Poland nobody can beat Lithuanians when they go into suicide. Now we choose females. And 28 European countries average is 4.85 suicides. And if we compare to the male, we can see that male suicide is 17.85. So if you are male, you have 4 times higher chance to end up your life by the suicide. Why is like that? So let's see, females, which is highest number of female suicide. See, Italy very low. Let's see fourth, which is very low. Greece 1.84. Cyprus 2.03. Right. Romania 3.3. And let's see, again, Latvia is 7. And Lithuania is 10.09. So if we again compare Ireland to Lithuania, Ireland is almost 4, Lithuania is 2.5, something like 2.5 times more suicide. And again, Lithuania is the highest number of suicides in Europe by male and female and the bot. So it's good to be alive. It's good to be alive, isn't it?